Okay, so here I am out here in September, and as you can see, there's obviously a really very clear planet that is right north of the sun. And wow, I would love to say it was the moon, but since the moon happens to be right here on the opposite side, there's no way it is. And since we all have been taught in school that Mercury and Venus do not show up, oh, just look at that planet just beaming and shining right now. Somebody tell me what it is. Thank you.
For centuries, man has been conned into believing that they share a common ancestor with apes, and that they live on a spinning ball, flying through infinite space at speeds that no human can even fathom. Somehow, this belief system has taken hold with the majority of humanity, although there is no proof for any of these things whatsoever. The verifiable fact is that the earth underneath our feet is a level and motionless plane. Currently, many people are beginning to understand this fact, despite a lifetime of brainwashing from agenda-driven public education and media propaganda. But even with the Great Awakening taking place, the people of this world have their work cut out for them. Those that wish to dominate every aspect of this reality continue to wield unthinkable power, and they try their best to keep humanity shrouded in darkness, although truth seekers continue to put the puzzle together, one piece at a time. But with each hidden truth that has been brought to light, there are 100 more profound truths that remain unknown, waiting to be discovered. Over the past 2 decades, as countless webs of deception have been untangled, and our self-appointed elite overlords have desperately tried to maintain control by creating and pushing false narratives to distract and divide the population, people have been waking up to our fabricated reality in record numbers. This has caused the parasitic establishment to become frenzied and unpredictable, taking bold steps to shut down the growing movement against them, while implementing new ways of controlling every aspect of society. Although causing fear through the use of a contrived viral threat and imposing mandatory lockdowns has been effective to a certain extent, these endeavors have also backfired. Because of the amount of free time on people's hands to look at things and do research, more people have been exposed to uncommon truths than ever before. And for now, the Great Awakening continues. People are becoming aware of the massive pedophile rings consisting of major politicians, top officials, Hollywood executives, and celebrities. They are waking up to the fact that transgenders are hidden and sprinkled throughout every major industry in the world, including but not limited to the realms of politics, fashion, music, and movies. The masses are learning that they are being poisoned through their food, their water, and the medicines and vaccines they are given by their medical professionals. They are being mentally conditioned, mind-controlled, and brainwashed by the mainstream media. They are being made targets of weaponized airwaves, chemtrails, and weather manipulation. Made victims of psychological warfare, taxation, a debt-based economic system, propaganda, fear-mongering, for-profit wars, eugenics, false flag attacks, staged events, bread and circus distractions, divide and conquer strategies, legal name fraud, and more. Humanity has been completely inundated with lies, from the history they are taught to the shape of the world that they spend their entire lives living on. The theories of evolution, the Big Bang, heliocentrism, gravity, relativity, outer space, etc. All lies that have been carefully arranged to remove God from the minds of men, women, and children everywhere, and sever any spiritual connections that one might have to the Almighty Creator. But now, with the emergence of the Flat Earth movement and many other truth seekers in all different areas of this matrix, many people are finally beginning to understand this and realize that humans were indeed created, that Earth and everything on it was intelligently designed. People were never meant to know these things because this knowledge threatens the establishment and the ridiculous way of life that they enforce upon the masses. The more that people continue waking up and learning the sometimes beautiful and sometimes sinister truths of the world, the more chaos and pandemonium we're going to see in their last-ditch effort to maintain enough dominion for just long enough to see the one world order fully realized. Once the one world order is initiated, I'm afraid it will be too late for mankind to ever see any form of freedom ever again. Don't let it become too late. Keep seeking the truth and keep spreading awareness while you still can. There's a storm coming, and you must prepare yourself and everyone you know that's willing to listen, and take a stand when the time comes. That time is coming sooner than you think. Don't take my words lightly. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms.
Chinese people believe that it's a sign of a new era coming, according to Chinese traditional culture. A master of Dao school, Li Chunfeng, lived 1,400 years ago. His prophecy book is proven to be one of the most accurate in history. He once wrote, "When two suns appear together, subordinate warlords will conspire a destruction. There will be wars, and the one against the law will be eliminated."
You can take me to the stars. We can touch the stars tonight. You can take me to the stars. We can touch the stars tonight. You can take me to the stars. We can touch the stars tonight. You can take me to the stars. We can touch the stars tonight.
Bill Nye, the science guy, once said that I am one giant fuckhead. Me and Neil deGrasse, straight shield for cash, and we are the evil that people want dead. You're just a product of the environment, but everything is fake. This entire shit, I don't know what to say, but I'm not buying it. I've been here every day and I've been trying it. Everything that we're taught is a scam, and all along it was part of the plan. Telling us they're gonna go to Mars with a man? That's why I call them out as hard as I can. We ain't been to the moon and we ain't going soon, and everybody at NASA is a soulless goon. Man, this is fact, this is so damn true. Everybody watch out, Orion's floating through. Man's face is fake, but you gotta admit this lie takes the cake. These people need to chill out and take a break, but I'll never sleep again, I gotta stay awake. They lie and we don't need that. It's one big hoax and I'm starting to see that. Space was a place that I wanted to be at. I used to believe that.
You can take me to the stars. We can touch the stars tonight. You can take me to the stars. We can touch the stars tonight. You can take me to the stars. We can touch the stars
And the one against the law will be eliminated.
You can take me to the stars. We can touch the stars tonight.
Growing up, I didn't have a clue. I used to think the earth was a ball just like you. Who knew? Everything that we learned in school is nothing but bullshit. None of it's true. Ha! And these people call it education. Just a clever way to say indoctrination. You don't seem to understand the plot we're facing. It's all about common sense and observation. But not for the mainstream, it isn't the case. They say you're spinning on a rock in the middle of space, but now's not the time, nor is it the place. I'm really sick of getting lied to, so get out my face. If you feel the way I feel, then come with me, get up. Flat earthers all across the plane, ripping it up. Truth seekers all up in this bitch, getting it crunk. And if you think we plan on stopping, then you're shit out of luck. That's why ODD is always on the grind, and I'm never ever scared to speak what's on my mind. Cause this day and age, everybody is afraid. It's an illness, realness is hard to find. They lie all the time, and we don't need that. It's one big hoax, and I'm starting to see that. Space was a place that I wanted to be at. I used to believe that.
You can take me to the
These crazy days that we live in just cause me aches and pains. Lately my life is like a season of Stranger Things. This place is flooded with demons and they invade your brains. This is an artificial hell and they create the flames. Day to day I just try to stay strong and make it through. Wake people up from their slumber, that's what I came to do. Please don't believe what you see on TV and think it's true. It's all just targeted programming and it's aimed at you. It's everywhere, you're getting lied to and yet you barely care. People with common sense are now very rare. But the way that they brainwash you isn't very fair. They can shove that mind control programming up their derriere. I do not consent to the way they tailor society. Ain't no variety. Plus I really hate when they lie to me. I use music as a tool to release the anger inside of me. You don't know how fucking crazy it's driving me. That we're living in the Twilight Zone. They claim you have freedom but they don't honor it. The world is a prison and you're the occupant. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The government's useless and they're incompetent. And satanic pedophiles are prominent. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The things that you believe are the total opposite. And being called crazy is just a compliment. We're living in the Twilight Zone. It's ran by the New World Order conglomerate. But there's a storm coming and there's no stopping it. We're living in the Twilight Zone.
It's where we live and control you through fear and terrorism. They wanna keep you in a mental prison where they tell your vision through the television. Where the ignorance is bliss and they just keep you living in it. You're a business, getting a citizenship. What did you really think that your birth certificate is? Get the straw man on. Money isn't paid, it's all a banknote. It's only a bill exchange when you pay that loan. Like a monopoly game, but you can't pass go. When you turn on the TV, all did you get politically as entertainment? The news that you see is all suggestive. Lowering frequencies contribute to our stress. And you're responding, telling me that we're free living in this country. Military overseas and it's all for our peace. Just a record on repeat from the programming. Like probably want a cracker. Put you through education for domestication, control the mind faster. Giving you medication to poison our masses. If you ever question what's coming from our masters and you're rocking the boat, or you're ever having any thoughts of your own, you better hope you never caught walking alone. To be locked up and rode off by the Echo. Got your life looking like a sci-fi show. Brain scrambling when the Wi-Fi's on. Airplane mode when I buy my phone. If your eyes wide closed.
We're living in the Twilight Zone. They claim you have freedom but they don't honor it. The world is a prison and you're the occupant. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The government's useless and they're incompetent. And satanic pedophiles are prominent. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The things that you believe are the total opposite. And being called crazy is just a compliment. We're living in the Twilight Zone. It's ran by the New World Order conglomerate. But there's a storm coming and there's no stopping it. We're living in the Twilight Zone. I ask myself, why do I even bother? Cause people are just like sheep that are lining up for the slaughter. If they're killing rats with fluoride, then why is it in the water? They're using the news to fool us, divide us so they can conquer. The longer you stay asleep, then the longer I'm gonna scream at you. I can't believe you let them deceive you, it's inconceivable. I won't stop until you wake up and do what you need to do. This world is overran with an evil that is unspeakable. Most people don't know, so they just vote and pay taxes. The devil's hiding in the shadows and controlling their actions. And they think that the earth is a spinning globe on its axis. But I don't have any time to devote to this madness. I have nobody to relate to, so I ride alone. Just me and all these wild thoughts that are inside my dome. I feel like I don't belong here and I can't find my home. I'm tripping and I'm wishing it was different, but we're living in the Twilight Zone. They claim you have freedom, but they don't honor it. The world is a prison and you're the occupant. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The government's useless and they're incompetent. And satanic pedophiles are prominent. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The things that you believe are the total opposite. And being called crazy is just a compliment. We're living in the Twilight Zone. It's ran by the New World Order conglomerate. But there's a storm coming and there's no stopping it. We're living in the Twilight Zone.
And there's nowhere that we can go. Awake and now I'm feeling all alone.
We're living in the Twilight Zone.
And the rest that remain asleep, sedated and still thinking that we're free.
We're living in the Twilight Zone.
Oh my god. It's my birthday, August 19th, 2020, and I just looked up at the sky. And I don't usually do this in the morning because I have insomnia. I'm shaking right now, I can't believe what I'm looking at. I gotta get my mom. I gotta show this to my mom, but I'm afraid to stop filming this. I'm out of breath. There's two suns right now. Or it looks like two suns, like I can't, one is like I'm looking at it right now with my naked eye and not at my phone. The big one is way brighter than the little one. I can see it with my naked eye. I thought I was seeing spots. I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I thought I was seeing spots because I looked at the sun for a second and I was like, oh God, it looks like two suns for a minute. But there's no way. There's two suns right now.